Today, we are going to show you how we utilize and organize our calendar as a family. Welcome to the Croft Corner. Today, we want to share with you, we want to jump right in and talk about how we utilize our calendar in kind of our whole family planning process. As you guys know, when we spoke about our weekly time where we plan, we mentioned that we talk about finances, food, and Fantastical. And Fantastical is just meaning calendar. And so we want to kind of dive in a little bit deeper to that and just kind of show you how our calendar works and how it operates.
Yes, and these are tactical things where you don't have to use Fantastical. You can use, this would be easy to use on whatever calendar app that you and your family decide you want to use.
Right. So, yes. So the way Fantastical works is it's really just almost like a container for whatever calendar you use. So in our case, we just stuck with the iCloud calendar. It just syncs. It just does its job. We have all things Apple, so it just it just does its job. So we stuck with the iCloud calendar. A lot of people use Google Calendar. Guys, it does the same thing.
I'll say we've used
both.
Yeah, we've used both. We use this. We've used a long time ago. We used to use TimeTree. Right. That was a good one. I don't know if it still exists or if it's still around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this app, the way it works though, is like you bring in your calendars. So all of our iCloud calendars come into this app, and let me just show it to you. So you're gonna see on your screen right now our fantastical calendar, and what I want to take you through, and we'll kind of, just back and forth talk about it, is kind of how we set up our calendar, what's in our calendar, why we put things in the calendar the way we do, and things of that nature. And hopefully it'll help your family out as you're thinking through how you want to organize. Yeah. So the way we do this, and we set this up, a long time ago.
I was going to say, I feel like it really kind of stemmed from TimeTree, like how it was kind of set up. We kind of took that and just kind of ran with it in our own way.
Yes, we used an app called TimeTree for a long time, and it's still a really good app. But the only issue we had with it is that we got Google Home devices, and at the time we liked to hear Google read our events to us, or I did. I was kind of a nerd thing.
So now, I couldn't remember why. I was like, we use that so, religiously.
Yeah.
Why was it that we left? So it was your fault.
It was. It was me. And so, but we've had this system for a long time of, really basically 5 separate calendars. And you're like, what do you mean 5 separate calendars? Well, a lot of people will try to just put everything all in one, and that can kind of get confusing. There's no color coordination, and we like that. We like some colors.
I do like to have it color-coded. It just helps when you're looking at it to know what you're looking at.
Yes, exactly. If everything is all in one color, you really just right away don't know what you're looking at.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the reason why we created 5 different calendars.
Yes.
And I'll let you kind of walk through those.
Okay.
And we'll talk through them.
Yeah. So our we have 5. We have a calendar that is specifically Blake's, and his color is red.
Because that's my favorite color.
Yeah. And then we have my calendar, which is purple, which is one of my favorite colors. And then we have one that is called our Together calendar, which it is blue, and that is the events that we have going on that we'll both go to. And then we have our bills are in orange, and church is in green because our church logo is green, so that fit appropriately. Before we were there and our logo was green, our bills were green because green money.
Yeah.
So if you really want to get technical, but I'll let you swap it, and I'll survive.
Yes. And so the way these work, and I set all these up except, of course, Harley's personal one. The way these work, and she laid it out perfectly for you. We'll dive deep into these. Is you have my calendar, so everything that is just me specifically is going into that calendar.
Yeah.
And you see that in our calendar. Here's Fantastical. It shows you a wonderful month view. And this isn't a review of the app. I'm not going into all of that.
It's
but
not sponsored or anything, which that would be cool, if they're out there, but it's
but
not.
This is just to show you how we organize everything. This can be done, as we said at the very beginning, in any calendar app. But as you'll see these little red dots, where these are events that are just specifically mine, things that I need to make sure that I'm at, and Harley doesn't necessarily have to be there with me, but I want her to know about it.
Yeah.
So anything that I may have going on, even like webinars or phone calls or meetings, like I put them all in there so that we as a family know what's going on.
Yeah, because there's things that you have that come up sometimes, like you and other pastors will get together. Like, I obviously wouldn't go to that, but I would need to know. That way
we could plan around it.
Yeah, we could plan around it. I'm here with Avery. That way I don't plan something at the same time. Be like, oh crap, now we got to find a babysitter. Things like that aren't happening. If you and Logan have something going on, I'm not interrupting that either.
Right. And the same goes for then your calendar.
Yes.
So like anything that she's got going on that I don't need to be there, but I need to know about just so we can plan around is going to go in that calendar.
Yeah, as I say, you put in your work schedule.
Yes, I used to when I was at a 9 to 5.
Yeah. You would put in your schedule when you were there, and it changed a lot. Like your schedule was different week to week, morning, mid, night shift, different stuff like that. You always put that in there, and then I go and if I'm sitting with somebody or things like that, I put that in my calendar, my doctor's appointments, stuff like that.
Right. And then we have the Together calendar, and that is anything that we're going to be doing where we're both going to be there.
Yeah.
And as you can see kind of by looking at our calendar, that's really the sum of our calendar here, because we do all kinds of stuff together. So, which isn't a bad thing. We love it.
Yeah.
And so a lot of these, you'll see here on the side as I scroll through, they're just blue. They're things that we're going to be at together.
Sometimes I do forget to click. So I do have a bad habit sometimes if I'm putting in events, I'll automatically put it as together. That's the default.
No, your default is you.
It is?
And I have to change it to together sometimes.
Oh.
Yes.
Oops. It happens.
But
real life.
Real life, yes, real honest, real life. But so that's what the Together calendar is for. And then you move into the horrible, awful bills calendar.
Yeah.
Which I actually have added more to it.
At the beginning of this year, you kind of sat down and you redid that.
Right. And this is every bill, every subscription, everything
in there.
Everything, because I need to know it, because I need to know when it needs to be paid.
Yeah. And
so that's why we have all of those in there. And hopefully, as you continue progressing with us in this channel, you will see less and less orange.
Yes.
And that's really the goal, because that includes any kind of credit card payment, debt payment, loan payment, cars, house, all of that stuff. Yeah. So that is what the orange is for. And then anything that you see in green is just things that we need to know regarding the church. Sometimes I've even put, what series I'm in, just to have a log and a record of it so that I could go back and look, okay, I preached through this, at this time. And, I have on here as well when people need to book the church and things like that. Anything that is regarding the church goes in that calendar. So it's just
if we plan any special get-togethers, things like that.
Yeah.
That's all in there under church stuff.
Right. So this is it's not a hard system to do. It's really easy to do this. You just have to create 5 different, or however many you need, just different calendars.
You may not need, may just be you. You may just be, not married yet, or, no kids, so you don't have, I assume, or not assume, I picture later on down the road as Avery gets older, when she gets in school and
she'll have her own calendar.
Yeah, she'll have her own calendar.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I can just see it now. She's got the pink category.
Mm-hmm. She'll have the pink. She might steal your purple. That's her favorite color.
Yeah.
So, we'll just have to see. But this is an easy system to replicate. Yeah. And I want to mention this as well. Moving past our calendars, one really cool thing about Fantastical is that it allows you to look at task. Don't laugh at our task list names, but we each have our own personal task list. So anything that
I'm gonna have to
shared list of poop,
shared list of crap.
Yeah. So
I forgot that.
So we have a
That's
personal
funny.
list each, and any personal task that we have that needs to be done, we can add it to there, and it'll show up in the same app that we're in for our calendar, which that was a big plus for me with Fantastical, is I wanted one app that did everything. I didn't want to have a calendar app and then the reminders app. I wanted everything to be all in one place.
Yeah, not like down, because I mean we have a lot of Apple products, but I just don't feel like reminders worked well for us. It might work great for you, and you can put your list of crap on the reminders app.
Yeah, which in essence, through Fantastical, again, it's pulling in from the reminders app, but just having everything in one place.
Yeah.
And it's showing, because it will show, say, I'm going to give you a live example here. So say I have a task that I want to make sure gets done today, which is going to be upload this YouTube video. Okay, so I'm going to type that in. And the cool thing is I could just say, upload this video today. And it should put it for today.
And as soon as you upload it, I will see it as
well.
Yeah,
it's going to be on Harley's phone. But you see on the side here, it has a upload this YouTube video now. And that it shows up in the same place as our events.
Yeah.
So that means the world to me, that I can look at every task that I have to do and every event all in the same place. If I had a specific time that I needed this done, I could add a time and it would change it to that time, and it would remind me. It would send me a reminder when that task is due.
Yeah.
So it's really cool.
I feel like we need to share this example. Like, this worked extremely well right before we left for vacation on fall break.
Oh yeah, this was key for vacation
We
planning
really
for us.
utilized it. I feel like so much at that time, because I'm really like OCD when it comes to like before I leave for vacation, I want like everything that I've been putting off for the past 6 months has to be done before vacation. Like,
and she's not joking.
No, it's bad. I have admitted I have a problem.
We could go back and we could show it.
We're good.
No, we're gonna show. Look at this, guys. Hold on, let's see if I can find it. There's vacay. Where's it at? It's not here.
We got it all done.
I know, but it should show all my completed. Just keep talking.
Okay. But we really utilized it, because I would go in there and add things, and Blake would see it on the calendar.
Guys? Looky
so
there.
that way.
Looky here. All these check marks.
Yeah.
Dishes, laundry, all that.
I just want the house to be... I don't want to come back to a dirty house. So I really wanted everything to be done that way, because people...
It worked out very well.
It did.
It really did.
Yeah. People come watching our dog. I mean,
Right.
I don't want the house a mess.
Right. So, just to give you guys a summary, our calendar app, the way that we organize everything is we allow personal tasks, personal events, and then we have a together calendar where we do things together. We have the bills, then we have anything related to the church. Yeah. And all of those are separate calendars, and everything just works so well together. So, would you have any final thoughts before we wrap up?
I think if I want to tell you guys anything, it's, whether you use this app or whatever you use, get a calendar and use it. Because when you are on top of your time, and you know what's going on, you've got all your events in there, they're color coordinated, you can go on there and you know what you're looking at, that gives you control of your time and not your time controlling you. Oh,
yes. That's so true.
It's so big. Yeah. For our generation and, others, we are given all the same 24 hours, and we've got to
utilize them.
Yes, utilize it. Don't let it slip away from us, because that's so easy to do.
And the cool thing is, guys, you can do this on paper. You could do this with a actual, calendar sitting in front of you. Yeah. This isn't something that even has to be done digitally. But the most important thing is do it. Yeah. Right?
Yeah. Take control of your time. because like I use my digital planner. That's more for my personal self. Like I go into more like daily tasks of things I have to get done on there, and other stuff I keep in my digital planner. But this I would say has worked the best for us, and one of the best things that we've implemented as far as like always being like on the same page.
Right. So, you guys, I hope that this video has been helpful. I hope that it has helped you utilize a calendar for your family, and that way you guys can stay on the same page and stay organized. So, we definitely can't wait to see you on the next video, and we will talk to you again soon.
Yes. If you liked this video, then go back and check out our other ones that we've also done over goal setting and how we do our weekly planning meetings.
Yes.
Or planning, like our planning time. That one was... Watch this one, and then go watch the other one.
Agreed.
We'll see you guys next time.